so violent.
Let's bring up Practice Hours, big time DVD, yeah? Watch, I'm gonna make a beat for you right now, yeah? 5-minute beat, watch it.
What's that they're using? MPC?
Yeah, it's the MPC 2000 XL stuff. It's like all the hip hop producers use it, innit? Or you can do like the tunes like You Ain't Ready and them tunes. And just make them fast. That's the woman upstairs. She's not too happy about all the beats, you get me?
How long did it take you to learn to use that?
Well, when I bought it, I didn't know nothing about it, innit? It's like I just bought it on HP. I paid down for it over a year. I must have had it for about 6 months, innit? It's like I could always like sort of make tunes, but I couldn't really save it, and I couldn't get to the tunes sound I wanted, innit? But then like fucking just kept on going at it about 6 months, and it's like even now I'm still learning from it. Now I've had it like about 2 years now, and I'm still learning from it. Like you add extra bits like this. Like this has got bass. It's like a synthesizer, and it's got bare bass lines and stuff like that. You can just change it. Like the bass line from You Ain't Ready come from this, innit? Then you got this as well. Like this is it's a Proteus 2000. It's a sound module. It's got bare sounds in there as well. And really, that's what I really use to make my tunes. In I got bare samples in this because it's a sampler as well, innit? And then every now and then, like I might use Reason as well. Do a couple of tunes on there. Might use like Cubase, SX. But mainly, most of the tunes I make are on here because like it's quick and easy for me.
For all the people that don't know, you Ain't Ready, yeah?
Yeah, You Ain't Ready, Regime, Elastic. I've got a couple of new ones coming out soon still. I've got a tune called The Bad Rhythm coming out. That's got Flirty, Purple, Marcyphonics, Hyperfen, Shicey Shadow, Bear SLK, a couple of other men from the ends on it. That one there's been getting a bit of love from One Extra, so hopefully that one will do good. I heard it a few times on radio and stuff like that, and a couple of tape packs. Like I think I heard Heartless play it one I think it was La Cosa Nostra or something like that. But like it was just like I've heard like my other tune got played in Sidewinder in it, but like when I heard it in Eskimo Dance, like, I didn't even go to the first Eskimo Dance, but I heard the CD thing, and I heard the reaction it got, and I was like, right. So I went down to the next one, and then when it got dropped, so it's crazy. Like when it got dropped, I see people going crazy. I see gals going, yeah, this is my tune, and that bollocks. You get me? So I was like, right, that's when I knew like the kind of impact it had. And then every set I heard it on after that was getting reloads, so it was good. Like that was good. I need to come with another one though, because I've come with Regime, that was big, but it sounds similar to You Ain't Ready. I come with other tunes that have been okay, but nowhere near as big as You Ain't Ready. I got to come with another big hitter now, you get me? It's not about being a one-hit wonder and all that. I just sit down in front of this and hit the pads all day long, and whatever comes out, comes out. Like, it depends on what mood I'm in as well. Like, bare people say, like, I've got bare things going on in my head because I make bare angry tunes, but I'm not an angry guy at all. I don't know, maybe that's a way of expression, innit? Like, I don't, like, I'm not a bad man or nothing like that. I don't go cause no trouble. I don't get no arms or nothing. All my feelings come out in the tunes, innit? That's where most of it comes from anyway. But everything around you, innit? Like, I can't really say there's one particular thing that I say, yeah, this is where I get all my influences from. It's from everything around me, all my brethrens and everything. Certain times I'll hear a tune, and I like the tune, and I'll make a tune, and I'll make a tune similar to it. But you know what I mean, bare different things around me. At one stage is like that point where everyone's doing this 8-bar tunes. Them tunes there, you just like, because I make bare, what I do, I'll make loads of 4-bar riffs and just stack them up in here and just like go back to them another day. Like when I've got a brain block or something like that, just go through all the little 4-bar loops I've got, and then I just finish one off. Depending on what type of tune it is. If it's like one of them mad random 8-bar tunes, it could be anything up to like 10, half an hour, anything. Some tunes I'll go back to, some tunes I've had for months, I still ain't finished them. It's like different all the time. Like usually, like at the moment now, there's like a lot of them slow style tunes going on where you put a lot of impact into it, a lot of input into it. There's like loads of strings and melodies. Them tunes there took a little bit more time, so I'd say roughly between, say, a day and say 2 weeks. That's a rough average. But I like bass lines, innit? I do like bass lines. Like bass lines with melody, like tunes that make you want to dance, innit? I've tried other things as well, like the slower style, but I don't seem to be able to conquer that, innit? Like, I like the tunes, the bassline tunes, like the ones when you hear them in a big rave and you think, yeah, them type of tunes, they're the ones for me. Like, I'm trying to work on more the quieter ones for like album tunes and stuff like that, but for me it's mainly the ones with like the club tunes. That's where I reckon I'm best at. You need to know what's going on everywhere else, because if you keep on, like, if you're too into what you're doing, like, you sort of get too fixed into everything and you end up sounding like everyone else. If you want to sound a bit different, you could just have a listen to something else, something completely different, like a bit of rock music or something like that. I'm not saying I go out and buy rock music or nothing, but I have a little listen here and there, like try and get some influences from it and stuff like that. But I try this to everything, you know what I mean? Producers wise, like you got your Da Vinci, you got your Terra Dangers, you got Static, Displicit, Low Deep, there's loads, and there's so many coming through as well. Every day on MSN I get people sending me tunes and like they're good, you know what I mean? These people are young as well, like 16, 17, and they're making good tunes now, so all this, in a couple of years the scene will be healthy. I can't see it going downwards, I can see it going upwards. I reckon it could do a little bit more, like it could be a little bit more comical, like it's like coming from the MC side, everything's very aggressive, like, and this is where it's all going wrong. Like if you get two MCs on stage spitting, they're gonna end up thinking one's talking about the other because all the lyrics are so negative, you know what I mean? But like I see more tunes like say more MCs like say Sway, because I like what he's like proper different. He comes with like the joke side of things and just tells a story, because that it's hard really. I don't know. And there's a lot of attitudes in the scene. I think attitudes need to change, because everyone's fucking up for themselves and everyone else. I mean, really and truly, if someone's going out their way to make you eat, booking you for a rave, putting you on DVD or whatever, you shouldn't really be giving that person an attitude, you know what I mean? It's all love at the end of the day. We're all in it together, we're all trying to get somewhere with our lives. All it takes us all pushing the same direction. But at the moment, everyone's pulling everywhere. Like, look, if you listen, no radio stations playing grime. That's because all the MCs want to take the piss, bring up 10 people up to the station when they're only allowed 5 and stupidness like that. So a little bit more common sense in the scene wouldn't go amiss.